Hello everyone, welcome back to the video. Today in this video we'll be discussing about section 3A of the Companies Act 2013, which talks about members severally liable in certain cases. So I am referring to this material published by ibclaw.in, and I will share the link of the same in the description box for a reference. You may check it from there. So this section was not previously in the Companies Act 2013 but was inserted through an amendment in the year 2017. As we know that minimum limit of number of members in a public company is 7 and in a private company it is 2. So what happens if the number of members fall below this minimum limit and the company still continues to carry on its business without rectifying this error. So this section talks about the same issue, that if at any time the number of members of a company is reduced in the case of a public company below 7, because in public company minimum number of members should be 7, and in the case of private company below 2, and the company carries on business for more than 6 months while the number of members is so reduced that the number of members are have fallen below the minimum limit and the company is still continuing its business. So in this particular case, every person who is a member of the company during the time that it so carries on business after those 6 months, that whosoever is the member after those 6 months of having the minimum number of members below the minimum limit. So every person who is a member of the company during the time that it so carries on business after those 6 months and is cognizant of the fact that it is carrying on business with less than 7 members in the case of public company, or 2 members as the case may be. So, for example, in a public company, minimum 7 members are required, and in that company, because of any reason, the number of members falls to 5, and the company is still carrying on its business for the 6 months. So, all these 5 members, which are still the members of the company, which is carrying on its business after the 6 months, and still they are the members, then these 5 members will be liable. And for what will they be liable? They will be liable for the payment of the whole debts of the company contracted during that time and may be severally sued therefore. So just for clarification, I am using this example once again. So minimum number of members in a public company should be 7, and suppose for any reason the number of members falls to 5 and the members are A, B, C, D and E, and the company is still continuing its business for 6 months, and suppose in between that period of 6 months member A left the company because he got to know that the company is not willing to increase its number of members to the minimum limit. So he left the company to be not personally liable for the debts which the company will be incurring in those 6 months. Now we have remaining 4 members. But among these 4 members, member B was out of the country and he was unaware of the event that the number of members have fallen below the minimum limit. So he was not cognizant of the fact. Therefore, all these remaining 3 members, members C, D, and E, who is cognizant of the fact that the minimum number of members have fallen below the limit and the company is still continuing its business for more than 6 months. After the end of those 6 months, members C, D, and E will be personally liable for all the debts which the company will incur during these 6 months. So that was it for today. I hope the concepts are clear, and in the next video we will be taking our discussion forward to section 4 of the Companies Act 2013.